Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and I make content on intentional living, and today is episode 2 of my 5-minute upgrades. I started a new series where I am doing micro upgrades to my home every week. I have previously spent money on large projects, but I no longer want to do that. I'm ready to settle in on other portions of my life, like travel and just saving up money. So now I'm just doing it a little bit every week. And in today's episode, we are actually picking up where I left off over a year ago. So when we first moved into this house, we've been here about a year and a half, I put in this backsplash, and I was pregnant, and when I was doing grouting in the mortar, I actually did the cuts and putting all the tile and the mortar myself, and I started some of the grouting, but I was just getting really tired and fatigued, and my husband stepped in and helped me finish things up. But there are a few spots that I want to get back to and tidy up and make a little bit better. And then after we do that today, I'm going to come back tomorrow and actually seal the tile, because this is marble. We've been cooking for a year and a half and there are no stains, and I just got done wiping down everything so it's ready for grouting, and the tiles held up really well. But I just want to seal it just for the sake of the grout lasting longer and not discoloring over time, and as well as protecting the marble. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up of all the little things that I'm going to be touching up so you can see a before and after, and then we'll hop right into it. So I'm not going to do this portion here because I did that during a blackout when I was bored a few months ago, but I'm going to get into places like this here. There's just little spots that got missed. My husband doesn't really have an eye for things like this, but I do, so I notice it. And I just want to go through and tidy things up. And then we used to have a range that had a control panel, so this part here got missed. And I just want to go through and kind of fill it in. Some of the parts are just kind of filled in shallow. And we're just going to tidy it up and make it a little bit better, and then come back and seal it. Okay guys, I finished it up. I spent more time in this area here because obviously this is like the focal point of where I spend the most time. So over where my decorations are, I made sure I pretty much did that whole section over again. And then I redid some down here, filled in that section, and then did some bits and bobs over there. I have a lot of stuff that like kind of covers it up, like my cookbook and all kinds of stuff, so I'm not super worried about over there. I just really wanted to make this look really good. And then I'm going to also do some caulk, I think, down the sides here and on the sides over there. And I'm going to wipe this down now, and then I will come back to you guys tomorrow with the ceiling. Okay guys, I am back the next day, and I actually went to Lowe's to get a dehazer so you can see that the grout left a bunch of haze on the tile. So I went and picked some up. I have this. I don't want to use anything that's reusable, so I'm going to see if this will work. It is acidic, so I don't know what I'm dealing with in terms of reactions here, but I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to do 2 cups water, 1 cup cleaner, for like a heavy duty solution, and I can water it down if that feels too strong, and go from there. And there wasn't any instructions on what kind of tool to use to clean. I have this that I've never used in my drawer because I didn't realize it was only a scrubber and didn't have sponge on it. So I'm going to use this because it seemed like there was a brush that they were using on the visuals on the instructions for that, but I don't have a brush, so I'm going to try that, see how it goes, and let's see how this turns out. Okay, that wraps up our kitchen backsplash refresh. I am definitely a lot happier not having all those little holes in the grout. I hope this is a reminder to you guys that Rome wasn't built in a day, and our dream homes don't need to be either. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week for another 5-minute upgrade. Bye guys.